Dan.
Are we still live, mate? Or
It did just say reconnection successful.
Right.
Yeah, I think we are back on.
Yeah.
It says live now.
Right,
Welcome
apologies,
back.
guys.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. It is amateur hour sometimes here at Irons United. We all like to think we're professional, but our computers don't like to let us know we're that. Sorry about the mix-up there. We are back. Stell was giving a very in-depth speech about why Ginger Collins should be kept on. Do you want to continue with that?
Yeah, let me try.
Yeah?
In short, he should be given a contract, but it should be a player-coach type contract. And as Anton said, we know he can't play week in, week out, and we don't expect that. But he's got leadership qualities, and that's the thing that, we spoke a moment ago about Noble and his lack of leadership, his defeatist attitude. The one thing with Ginger is he's got leadership qualities. He's, he's someone that other players actually look up to, and respect. And if he is fit, I wouldn't mind seeing him play on Saturday. Against Leicester. I think that'll be quite a good thing. He'll bring a little bit of passion back into the team, which we've been lacking for the last few weeks. So yeah, give him a contract, but it's got to be a player coach type thing. And as Ant said, not to expect to play every week.
I think it might be I totally agree still. I think it might be effective, actually beneficial for Rice to be next to Collins as well, because I'm not sure Bonner's the most greatest leader in our back line. But Dan, Mr. Internet Crasher or whatever, just bearing in mind it might go at any second. Just quickly, just give us your. No, joking, mate. What's your opinion on Jim?
Yeah, like just to reiterate what the lads have said, I'd sign him up for another year. I'd said in I don't know if it was a gift of the gab or a preview from some months ago. You've got to keep someone like him around. We've got some young centre backs coming through. Rice in particular looks very, very good, and what these young players could learn from a player like Collins is next to none. The one thing we've got to remember about him as well is he's a centre back, and there's one thing that he does well is defend. He's arguably one of the better defenders we've got at the club. Don't get me wrong, every now and then he's got a bit of a mistake in him, and he's never really been blessed with pace, and that's starting to leave him. But he's an intelligent centre back. And so I do think that the younger players could learn a lot, and I just think he's sickening again on the part of the club that this is a man who clearly loves West Ham. He was gutted to leave the first time. The minute that he had the chance to come back, he did, and they're leaving it to the last 3 games when he said he wants to play on. James Collins is the sort of player, if you're coming up from the Championship and he's available on a free, you take that. That's knowledge.
You take him.
That's Premier League knowledge.
Yeah, you take him.
Even if he doesn't play every single game, he's there and he'd do a job for you.
Yeah, totally agree. I think you got someone there who's borderline not just cult hero status, but almost like legendary status, just for a modern day type West Ham player. Don't hit me for saying legend, because he's there's it takes a lot to be classed as a West Ham legend, but he's certainly up there with the most loved players. And like you say, Dan, sometimes you'd like a heart to go overhead, and you would like to say, no, do you know what? To bleed the colours and to wear that shirt takes a lot more than just turn up every other week and picking your wages up. So it would be nice. Another player, just moving on now. Is there any more comments? Sorry, Anton, from YouTube? No, that's fine. That's no problem.
No, we've lost all them.
Yeah. Oh, no, bloody hell, yeah. Yeah, it's gone a bit pear-shaped at the minute, but a bit like West Ham. So, we're right along them lines. News coming out today that a returning injured player in Pedro Obiang could make his return either this weekend or next weekend. Now, before I even start to say the topic, to me, this just sounds like brushing players back. Because the injury that he had seemed like, season ending. I know Carroll's come back already, but let's face it, he does that, magical return where he randomly comes back. When it's unbelievable, really, that he's still injured that much and still gets to come back. But how much have we missed him, guys? Obiang. Let's just get out of the way. Stel, I'll go with you first, mate. Obviously, he scored that brilliant goal against Spurs, and he's been awarded for it the player awards and stuff like that. Does that highlight something that we don't have in the midfield, where someone who likes to, I'm having a shot here, and you need that sometimes in a battle that we're in. You a fan of Obiang?
I am a fan of Obiang, but I know he hasn't had the best of seasons. and I know not everyone thinks he's that good a player, but I like him because of the way he plays his game, you know, it's who plays alongside him that's important for Obiang. You know, we were all shouting at the beginning of the season, it's got to be an Obiang Chiati partnership, but my God, Chiati's gone missing all season, so that would have been wrong. Do you know what I'd like to see? I mean, God, I'm actually prophesizing now, but the team news that I put out as a joke to you guys, what I'd actually like to see is Ginge to come back in defence and to put Obiang with Rice in holding midfield, and then put some attacking players in front of them. Don't just put a Noble, etc. Drop Noble and drop Chiati, and put but you've got to drop Noble, drop Chiati, make Arnie captain, and go for it against Leicester. You know, so have we missed him? I think we've missed that type of player. I think we badly need a player that is instinctively a defensively minded midfielder. That's what I think we've missed. And I like Obiang, and I think you know, he'll end up going, and eventually he'll go to a team that will value his worth. So we've missed a player like him. We've missed a player like him, a proper defensive minded midfielder.
Do you know what we need still? Do you know what we need still to do what you said, which is drop Noble and Kwati? You need someone who's got big, juicy, hairy balls to come in and do it exactly what Mr. Fandangle said up there.
Yeah.
Sorry for taking it to that level, but
you put him on the spot now, so we'll go with Fandangos for this. Obiang, yes or no?
Yeah. Because Koyate looks like he's got giraffe legs attached to his body. You ever seen a giraffe run? That's what he looks like. Fucking ridiculous, lad.
That's so good. That's so true.
I was watching him run around in circles, and I was like, I swear I've seen something like this on Attenborough. Honestly, it's just... I don't know what's happened to him. It's like he woke up one day, and it's just, what do I do for a living? I'm a footballer. Looking at his wife like... Really? I earn that much money for kicking a football about? Oh, mustard. He's just blows my mind, lads. I used to really rate him as well, and now I just don't know what's happened. And you've got to drop, because the thing is with Koyate, right? The more that he keeps getting in the team, the more that he starts. He's got it in his head. He's like, I'm really shit at this, but I'm invincible. I mean, every week they love me here, but we don't. You're a fucking liability, lad. You need to move aside. And yeah, we might be rushing Obiang back, but you know, if he's fit, he's going to do a better job than Koyate is, isn't he? Come on, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And yeah, I quite like the idea of Rice being put back in midfield. He played the holding role a little bit earlier on in the season. If Ginger's fit, you know, it's 3 games. Like Ant was saying, you can manage him. I'd like to see maybe Collins play the Leicester and Everton game, change it for the United one, because then he gets that break rather than trying to play too many games all at once. But yeah, I'd definitely bring him in. For me, he's a better player than Koyate is, and you know he's got a better engine than Noble, so he definitely gives you something different in the midfield.
I totally agree, and you know you're very spot on with your comedy act there with him with Chiati, because you're actually spot on.
He does have it around like a giraffe on Attenborough.
I personally would have gone with Bambi on ice, but there you go. I mean, everyone's got a different opinion, haven't we? So there you go. So, if he scores on you know against Leicester, I'll happily say, you know what, cheers Bambi, nice one, cheers Attenborough's favourite. Anton, do you want to elaborate on anything you were saying about Obiang?
I can't really. I just think
you can. You always can. That's fine.
I must say though, with regards to, you just need someone to come in who's got the balls. Have we missed him this season? I think we've missed every single player this season, to be honest. I don't think I can put it down on Obiang. You've touched on Kouati, you've touched on Noble. No one's outperformed himself except for the one man himself, Arnautovic. So would I give Obiang a shot if it was maybe 10 games to go? Possibly not. I would rest him and give him the games coming up. But we've got nothing to lose now. We need points. We need the players who are going to come in and fight. And if he's going to come in and take Kouati's place, then I'll take that. But it might be to the detriment of him getting injured again. So, but it's West Ham, mate. I've never been so confused. The last 2 years, the last 2 seasons, as a West Ham fan, I have not a single clue how we're going to line up, what players are going to play, and what result we're going to end up with. All I know is it's probably going to be 3 goals against us.
Yeah, it's no, mate. You know, everything you're saying is very true, and it is funny because it has been a complete sack since the move from the bowling, and you know, it seems all the bad luck has come with us to a new stadium and no good luck at all. And it's funny because dogs obviously don't like my opinion on that. They're at it again. Mine are quiet tonight, to be fair, which is quite lucky for me because they're right next to me. But yeah, I mean, we could talk about the players to you know, the day we die. You know, towards the end of the season, I think, in my opinion, if we go down, we will. Here we go. Yeah. So yeah, they're on it as well. Yeah, they're joining in now. If one's set and another set's gone, yeah, that's fine. It's quite funny actually because I saw a picture someone was selling of a signed shirt the other day, and I genuinely thought I don't even want to bid for it because I don't want any of them players on my bedroom wall or anything like that, or you know, I don't want to make any money out of them. The only one for me would be Adrian because I love him. He's a geezer for me, and Atovic just for the fact that he's turned the corner and he seems to be the fans' favourite. But you know, that's the players out the way. The players are going to do their own thing. They've paid a lot of money for don't deserve it a lot of times. Not like us lot earning our wages. But that's political. Not going to go there. The club is in a position now where, you know, we shouldn't be in if the promises made by the board, you know, come to fruition. The players were signed with different, all the rest of it. We're in a relegation battle, and like you said, guys, at the very start of this video, to the yes or no answer was that, you know, there's 3 teams at the minute that were a lot poorer than us, and they're just starting to pick up a bit of form. They're just starting to pick the results. They're just starting to go their way, and they're not as down as we thought they were. Do we think that there's going to be a resurgence? Do we think that suddenly Stoke are going to start picking up points? The likes of West Brom, who are almost down and out, but they're just not. And it's typical of West Ham situation that a team like West Brom are not down and out. Still, I mean, look, this Southampton, Stoke, West Brom, we've gone over previously about who's got the worst running, who's got this and all that. But West Brom got a 0-0 against Liverpool for the weekend.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough time or games for West Brom to come back. You know, unfortunately for them, I think probably the same for Stoke as well. Even though they're nicking a point here and there. I don't think there's enough for them. So it's really sort of between ourselves, Southampton, Huddersfield, probably those 3 teams. I still think that we're going to survive by the skin of our teeth. But Huddersfield and Southampton aren't going to go down without fight. And it's going to be luck. It's going to be, you know, we're going to not get a point and we're going to stay up. Because I think I said it when we were all chatting in WhatsApp. You know, Southampton have got to play Swansea. Stoke, Southampton got to play. There's a few teams down there that got to play each other, I think.
Huddersfield's the one you got to watch because they've got to play City, Chelsea, and Arsenal, I believe. They're the one.
Right.
They're the one that are in trouble for me.
Yeah.
I think Southampton. I think Southampton are going to pick up the points.
And I think of those 3 games, Dan, I think 2 are away for Huddersfield. Is that right?
I think they've only got Arsenal at home last game of the season.
Right. So Huddersfield may pick up maybe 1 more point, maybe, out of those 3 games, and that 1 more point could do us in if we don't pick up any at all. So it's tricky. Will any of them do a resurgence? Maybe Dan's right. Maybe Southampton might be the only team that might just nick it and pull away. But I still think we won't go down. You know, I'm the eternal optimist, I guess.
At least someone is.
Still, I'm just see on that, and I mean, I know I've said exactly the same at the beginning of the show, but when you look at these fixtures, see, on Saturday evening we could actually be in the bottom 3. Now, this is me taking it devil's advocate, but if by Sunday I should say, if Huddersfield do get a victory or a point at Man City, they go above us. If Swansea beats, I'm just looking at all the fixtures here. If Swansea beats Bournemouth, they go above us. If Southampton beat Everton, they go above us. And if Swans, I've said that, and Stoke beat, we can forget about Stoke, we'll drop in and take over Southampton's place.
Right.
Then we've gone down to 2 games to go. Because Southampton's goal difference outweighs our goal difference. A point for Huddersfield takes them above us, and 3 points for Swansea takes them above us. And that's us dropped right in there. And a Huddersfield victory or a point takes them above. You know what I mean? I know we were all doing these score predictors a couple of weeks ago, showing where we were going to be in the league. But in actual fact, when it comes down to it, if we don't get a victory against Leicester City and results don't go well for us, we could be sitting in the bottom 3 at the weekend.
But David Moyes has improved us. Remember, there was loads of people saying it.
Someone said the other day, he's improved the fitness, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's just we showed a little bit more energy on the pitch, and I think it threw a few of us when he first come in. But he hasn't improved us at all as a footballing side. He really hasn't.
Imagine, Dan, those games that we picked up points when Moyes arrived, that could save our season.
Yeah.
Because we were shit before then. We went a little bit good, and now we've gone shit again. And what we really need is to go a little bit good again. Even a point good will be enough to give us the breathing space.
I agree with you in that, but I've also stated that I don't even know if we can pick up that point. And that's the thing I'm really worried about. And the fact that all those teams that I've mentioned can catch us this weekend is the thing that concerns me. So even though I think we might not go down, we could still be in the bottom 3 going into our last 2 games, which is the biggest worry I've got.
We genuinely need to make the most of the Leicester game. They're a team that are out of form. They haven't won in a few games. They have just been absolutely annihilated. The weekend just gone 5-0 after going down to 10 men, and they're sensitive. They're a team that are weak at the moment. We need to make the most of it. I know our away form hasn't been amazing this season, but you've got to go for the jugular. I know Jamie Vardy loves playing against us, and he's a man in form. But that for me is one of them games that, as a manager, you're sitting them all down and you're highlighting the fact that they're not having a good time of it. We need to crank up the pressure here because we need points.
Yeah, no, it's
upset West Ham. No, I mean that's just a difficult thing this season.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And Vardy's going to be looking at Evra and Zavaleta as any other manager or coach is going to do, and think that's the area I'm going to attack. I'm going to attack these guys because they can't. And Vardy, I said it in the briefly, he's just going to be like, put the ball over the top all day long. Put the ball over the top because I'll beat everyone on pace.
Yeah, it's. I mean, this is this same old West Ham, but in a different stadium, and it is hard to watch. I mean, I've got a funny feeling though, and this is me maybe being a bit naive and whatever, but there is a lot of stuff made that social media is just a load of moaners who don't get, they're not down the pub anymore. They're on Twitter and Facebook and all the rest of it, giving their opinion, and I genuinely think that it does actually have an effect nowadays. I think that now the fans are closer than they ever have been to players and managers and having their opinions seen. I mean, look at us not talking now on YouTube. I mean, we're getting an audience now, people hearing what we're saying, and I think there is at times it can have an effect on what a manager does or what a player does. If you know you're getting a lot of abuse online, you go, you know what, I don't want it. I'm going to change it. Maybe that's just me being naive, but if the board are getting enough abuse and they're trying to retaliate, over the years they have been, then maybe it does have some effect. But look, we talked about the players, the relegation. I mean, hopefully we do turn up on Leicester and at least give them a game, because I think for the travelling away fans, it's the last away game of the season. It's going to be a party atmosphere, as West Ham always bring, especially away from home. So good luck to the guys that are going. Hopefully, you have at least a good day out of it, and you can just say, you held your head high, and we got something out of it. I mean, it's players' relegation. If anything else that you guys want to talk about, anything that you've got on your mind?
I'd like to say is I hope it doesn't come down to fucking Aladici relegating us, because I do not think I could handle that fat smug prick's face if he did that. I'd probably have to travel to fucking Liverpool and kick his head in. I don't think I could deal with it. Honestly. But it's written in the stars, boys. It's written in the stars that we'll pick a point up at Leicester. We'll probably get beat by Man United, and it'll come down to that, and Huddersfield will pick up some amazing, miraculous points no one see them picking up, and it'll be like final day drama. And
it'll
be him clapping the fans and giving it all that to the West Ham
Yeah,
fans.
yeah,
Imagine it, can't
doing
you?
all that, yeah. I mean, still, you've been saying it enough, haven't you, mate? That, you know, that Allardyce will get his day to have revenge on West Ham.
Hope not. I mean, I've been saying it, God knows for how long, as a joke, but I'm really fearful of it. I'm actually really fearful of it, that we'll go into the last game needing a point or 3 points to stay up, and he'll give it to us, you know, and it's the biggest fear. Huh?
Nothing behind, I hope.
Not from behind, mate. No.
Although it is a bit ugly, it's maybe a bit better for us. Yeah.
But you know, as Dan said, it's almost written, isn't it? It's almost like,
it really is.
Yeah. I mean, and we don't. I'm going to stick my neck out. If we do go into the last game needing something, we'll actually get it off Everton.
Yeah.
Because there's no way we'll let them get one over on us, you know. But yeah,
I hope you're right still, because we're doing our Irons United meet up that day, and I think I'll probably end up getting liver disease afterwards if we lose and get relegated.
Yeah,
it'll be
we are
in the casino after. I don't know. I won't know my name.
We'll be celebrating before, during, and after that we are not going down.
Okay, fingers crossed for that. The worrying thing for me, and I tell you, this is being honest. This is after the Burnley game when all the protests went on and the pitch invaders went on, and it was a really toxic atmosphere. It was probably the worst I've ever felt as a West Ham fan. Everything going on. I am fearful that if we do go down, the worst scenario happens, and the last day is confirmed we're going down. It could happen before then, but if it happens on the last day especially, there could be riots. And I mean riots. I mean, you know, there'd be season ticket holders there, there'd be people there that just are clinging on to that last hope that hopefully the stadium will prove a good move. And if it all goes tits up, then what we saw against Burnley, I don't think it'll be a fraction of what we'll actually see on the final day. And I think Sadiq Khan wanting to, you know, take away the stadium, you know, won't have to have any demolishers because West Ham will do it for him. You know, the seats will be going up.
We've said it all along. We said relegation is disastrous for this club from every angle, every single angle possible. It would be a disaster.
If we go down, we don't come back up, lads.
No, we don't. No, it'll be 4 or 5 seasons.
We'll be like the next Leeds or something like that, I reckon.
Yeah, and I think I know what you're touching on, Lou. You're suggesting that if we get relegated, there'll be a big pitch invasion and stuff like that.
Kind of, yeah. Along them lines, probably, but maybe even worse. Hopefully not worse. But the only good thing that will come of it is that, you know, possibly the board go. And it is just a simple protest and riots towards the board and they go. But as we all know, it's a pipe dream. It's not going to happen. But look, you know, this is West Ham. It's never easy. We always like to do things the hard way. And like I said in the review, I think, you know, it's all part of love for the club. It's been a bit of a iffy night tonight. Hopefully you've watched both sections. You've enjoyed both sections. I'm not going to make too much comments of it all.
Part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, I did in
like
the first.
Isn't it, lads? You know what I mean?
Don't tell me anything. I haven't seen it yet. Please don't tell me. No spoilers, lads. No spoilers. Especially not in the comments either. I did see in the first video actually that Dan was drinking a bottle of Lucozade, as I am tonight.
Not sponsored by. Just
no, but hopefully, you know, just doing the right thing. You know, my name is spelled L-U-C as it is in your name. So you know, I'm such a whore, you know, for money. So I'm limited now here. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. Anton, is there any more news on competitions, etc., and all that sort of stuff?
Nothing really as of yet. We were going to do another video which was supposed to be up tonight, but that's kind of fallen through. So we'll be back later on this week with the Leicester preview. Tomorrow, I think we've got an episode of the Bowling Poet coming up, so keep an eye out for that. I think that's an interesting one, a message to the board coming from Danny Fenn. And then apart from that, no, I think we've all seen some leaks of, well, not leaks, but we've all seen the Everton strip, the PSV Eindhoven strip. It looks like Umbro have released their template for their strips, and they all look extremely the same. So you just add a bit of claret and blue, and we know what our strip's going to be like next year. Yeah. And it's the one thing that frustrates me now as a West Ham fan. We've got to wait till like bloody July or midway through August to find out or the beginning of August to see what our strip's like. I remember as a kid, they always wore it the last day of the season, didn't they?
Yeah,
then-
but we've got to find out what logo's going on it, Premier League or Champions.
Exactly. I'm about to say exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That is part of the problem.
But it's been like that though for it's been like that for years. But I'm going to stop ranting because it'd be good to actually get a bit of our life in tonight.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Exactly. No, you ranting is just giving information out, and this is what happens when you let one of the regulars host, and the real host is I think you're in the bottom right hand corner. Yeah, this is amateur over here hosting, but. Look, it gives me a chance to shut up and let the other lot talk, and hopefully it's been all right, not too boring. It's I haven't lost my connection and killed the video halfway through. So, I've done my job tonight, hopefully, and I'm joking. Right, thank you very much for watching. We'll be back with a preview later on in the week, and hopefully it'll be a lot more cheerful, we're not more optimistic for whatever bloody reason we are. But yeah, anyway, we've been Irons United. Thank you for watching, and
Come on, you Irons.
that's it.